this Rota year and the chair of this event. And the co-chair of this event is Ilka Roy. She is not present here probably because of some problem she's facing. So, first of all, welcome you all in the event today, the LGBTQ event. People keep joining. Okay. Uh, the LGBTQ event right every day. Before starting the event, I'll be telling you some rules, some basic rules, which I really need you all to follow. The first one definitely is please keep your mic on mute, and if you really want to talk, then you can write in the chat box, and keep your videos on or off. It's your decision. So if you have any questions or something, you can drop that in the chat box. Don't just unmute yourself and start talking. So yeah, I'll be starting off right now. Uh, Before starting the talk show today, I you already know, we already told you that there will be a little task for you all to do, and that is, I will give you a word, and I will give you few minutes to write down what comes in your mind, a single word. I will give you a single word, and what comes in your mind after hearing that word, a single word you have to write. So the word is LGBTQ, and your I am giving you 3 minutes, and your time starts now. You can start writing in the chat box what comes in your mind after you hear the word. Everyone, please start writing. Okay, so I'm getting responses. We are getting responses. Okay. I expect more replies from you all. The word is LGBTQ, and you have to write the thing which comes in your mind just after listening to the word. Okay. Okay. Guys, please, you can write. You really can write. Okay, we have got a big reply. Okay. So, yeah, 3 minutes come to an end here. uh, if you are writing already, you can finish your writing. And I am moving to the talk show right now, and people keep joining. Okay, so uh, I'll be starting the talk show of today, for which we all are here today. And the name of the talk show today is Pride Every Day. As we all know, the Pride month was, in the June, the previous month, and it's gone. But we all know that Pride is not for one single month. Pride is for the entire life. So today, for talking with us about the LGBTQ community, the pride and everything, we have Orgho Adhikari, Orghoda, with us. Orghoda, are you there? You can turn on your camera and mic. Hello,
Hello.
Orghoda. So before you start talking, and I will definitely want to give a small introduction to Orghoda. Orghoda is a school teacher right now, as well as an actor and model. He identifies himself as cisgender gay. He's trying to be an activist through his creative sides. He's trying to break the gender norms and stereotypes through his fashion senses and all. His film, Miss Man, has visited 51 international and national film festivals, has achieved too many awards. Men's XP added the film in their 5 short films that wonderfully unpack the life and struggles of a regular man list. They just got enlisted a few days back, and Orghuda just informed me. Many congratulations to you and the team, Orghuda.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Yes, and I guess we will start talking for the day today. First of all, good evening, Orghoda.
Good evening, all of you.
And I will be straightly going to the questions now.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, my first question to you, obviously, will be the basic of everything. That is, what is pride? What is pride to you?
Um, Pride for me actually, pride is not a particular day or a particular month. Rather, I can say pride is an pride is a part of my entity. The entity who believes in gender equality, who trust in pure feminism. I'm talking about pure feminism, not pseudo feminism, and who speaks about everyone. Like that person can be minor or major, and everyone, and that entity also speaks every day, every moment against the gender norms, the social stigmas, and the stereotypes, and raise voice for all these community, and think every day as a queer person. So for me, this is the pride.
Okay, I used to think that pride has different definition to different people, but I think you spoke for everyone from the community.
Yes, pride is for everyone, not only for the community also, like for the heterosexual people also. They also feel proud that they are heterosexual. Rather, they are bullying us, or sometimes they are behaving like ignorant. But I like if I think from the other's perspective, in our country, it is not actually their fault. Like, from if you see the history, like from the mid age, or the like after the ancient age, when our Indian culture is deformed by different community, are coming to India, and according to their religion, according to their culture, many things are removed from our own culture. And this is not about just 1 year or 2 year. It is like 100, 200, 500 years. Like people are become like this way. They are used to it this way. So for breaking these norms, they need time. So we also actually keep patience. And but one thing I must say, that people should be more like, what can I say, more adjustable, more not rigid, actually not rigid, not adamant. So people should more fluid to think or to accept everything, that everything can be possible, everything can be happen. It is not like that I mean, I think in this way and this is the truth. So it is not like that way. If many thing is there, like in our world or in our environment, which can be possible. So people should think that way. So that's why pride is for everyone.
Okay. So when we talk about pride and our community, there is the next step is acceptance. When you send me the clippings from your movie,
Yes.
I saw those, and in one of the clippings, I saw that when your on-screen father found out about your sexuality, he reacted so terribly. It was horrible. So I want to ask you, in your real life, when did you actually come across the facets of your sexuality? Whom did you tell this first, and everything about it?
um for me, actually, this is kind of exceptional, I can say, because many of this community, I heard that they come to understand, or they come to know about themselves after many years. But for me, I think I know from the beginning. I mean, from the beginning means from when I understand, like I I got a concept of understanding. From that time only, I knew that, yeah, I am different. I am little bit of different. I think different from the other people. But that time I didn't know that what is the term and what is these things. About, if you are talking about the terminologies, that I got to learn when I was in class 11 and 12. That time range, I got to learn about the terms. But I am giving this question. I am giving this answer. But before than that, I want to tell something to all of you. I think many of you have no idea about the differences between sex, gender, and sexuality. These three are completely different. So sex is like our biological sex. So whatever biological sex we are, like when we are born, what is biological sex is present, that is our sex. That can be male, that can be female, that can be intersex also. But gender, when I am coming to gender, gender is not about our biological organ. Gender is in our mind. If a person with a male genitalia, if that person thinks himself as male only, then they called cisgender. If that person is think himself as a female gender, that is transgender. So it is all about mentality, mind, what he or she or they are thinking, and vice versa. The same thing in case of female also, with female genitalia I am talking about. So, and the sexuality is completely different, like the appearance. It is coming with appearance and with the choices of the love, choices of the partner, choices of the lifestyle. The whole thing is coming under the sexuality. So when I was like, I got to learn about the terms. I didn't recognize myself as a gay person, because that time I didn't know about myself. I was very much unsure what I was that time, because of my surroundings, because of my friend circle or everything. Maybe I thought myself as a female gender. Then then time passed, I learned many things, and I understood that no, that is not me actually. I can't live like females, or like the girls. I like to live as a boy, as like boy appearance or the male appearance only. So I got to learn that no, I am cisgender only, and I want to like another man also, so that way I am becoming a gay person as well. So this is, I want to tell these things about, because I want to tell that these things a fluid thing. Sexuality is a very much fluid. Like, if you are standing beside a river, and if you are holding some water from the river at the beginning, and then if you if you throw it, then again if you to take another, and some another amount of water, both water are different, because the river is flowing always. So our sexuality is also flowing. So in case of me also, I also experienced this fluid sexuality. So gradually I learned many things about myself, because I explored, I gave chance to myself that I should explore more. And in that way I learned these things. And about come out, you are asking, that actually I didn't do in that way, like a proper come out, because I don't believe on the come out concept, because I am what I am. So I never hide myself, whatever I am. So always from the beginning, I showed myself only to my parents, to my friend circles, to everyone. In fact, now to my colleagues and to my students also. And I never hide, or I never pretend anything different, like anything, like not pretend like a heterosexual person. I always speak about these things in front of them, without telling that yes, I am also this. But I think they got to know from the beginning only, because I always speak about this and I never hide myself. And I think that if you never hide yourself, and if you truly trust yourself, everybody also can trust yourself. Because for me, I am very much lucky and I am very much privileged that till now I didn't face any kind of that much bully or that much humiliation, from the family, or from the from friend circles, or from my school, or from my students. Everybody accept me as I am, because they love me, they can trust me, because I always true to them. So that's why they can trust me. So this is I think this is your answer, that I never come out yet like that way.
Okay, so that's so good of you, and congratulations to you that you don't have to face bad things in the society, which
Yeah, that's why I am very much privileged, I can say. Seriously, I am privileged.
Okay, so I'll be moving to the next question then. In the movie clippings, again, I saw how your on screen lover wanted to tell his father about his sexuality and about you, but couldn't. What, according to you, are some ways that will bring about the changes in how the society perceives the LGBTQ people?
Um, for our parents' generation, it is, I think, it is completely my perception. So for our parent generation, it is little bit of different, because our parents are the generation of the transition of generation, because they are from old generation and they are watching the new generation as well. So they are very much in vulnerable state because they are in the transition. So for them, it is very hard to accept the new things are coming. Then also they are like struggling with accepting many things, because I know, like, I think many of you faced the things that our parents initially never accepted. Our phone using also, they think that phone will burst out, or like sim card will, through sim card any like anything can be happen. So but then they also learned these things, and this was just an example. So for them it is difficult to accept. But then also in my knowledge, I know that many parent actually, like in Pride Walk also, I used to watch every year that many parents, they walk with their children, they support their children. So that is good thing. So those parents are not like, they are not accepting their children. Not only that, but they support the whole community also. They are coming as an ally also. So like, this is a very positive thing actually. But yes, those parents percentage, I can say just 10% or 15%, maybe lesser than that. But the rest of the parents are like, till now they are processing, they are struggling. Many are not accepting. Many will never accept also. It can be, but we always have to believe that they are our parents. And I believe that parents means that, yes, obviously they are our mother and father, and obviously we should respect them. But it is not always mandatory that they are our parents and they will understand us completely. It can't be happen. Like, we can't explain them ourselves. They also can't understand us also, because we all are different entity, we all are different persons. So you can try to explain to them what is your sexuality, about your like, about your chosen gender, or about your partner, or everything. But don't expect from them that they will also like accept you, and the story will be like finish, will like a very like a smooth ending, or it will like ever after, like that way. So those things will not happen. The practical things are very different. So you can tell them, but don't expect them from them that they will accept you. And you have to keep in your mind that maybe they will not accept you, maybe they will go against of you. So for that you have to be prepared also. So that's why I think in our community, the self dependence is very, very important to each and every person of this community.
Okay, so the next question should be related to this. The next question is, what are some ways in which you think the pride will be more accepted, more inclusive to the people? You know, because they also need ways, right? The people, the society also needs ways to accept the pride and everything. What, according to you, are the ways? Can be the ways.
um Nowadays we are getting like many allies with us. That is very good thing. We are getting many allies. But I saw, like, in my experience, I saw that people are coming to us, and they are telling that yes, we know that we all are equal, and you are struggling so much, and we are like we are feeling very sorry for that, and this and that. But don't show, I just want to say to the like ally that don't show sympathy, don't show your sympathy, because queer community don't need your sympathy. Queer community needs your support. You please be with us, and not only like verbally you don't present, mentally also you please be with us, because you are telling that yes, I am with you, I can understand what are you facing and everything. But when the same thing is happening in your own family, you can't understand. You are, if any person is asking that the same thing is happening with your child, if your child also will face the same thing, then what will be your reaction? The answer just spontaneously that ally is telling, no, my person can't be like that way. Why? First of all, stop thinking like that every child is heterosexual. It is not possible, because I am a biology teacher. I explain to my students that there are variation. This term variation, Darwin invented that. The term variation is present in all the animals, and we are human, we are also animals. So when you are going to shop to like when you are bringing dog for your home, you have so much option like bulldog, Alsatian spaniel, and etc., Labrador. So that is the all are dogs, but they are different varieties. So how are you thinking that all human are same? How you are thinking that all human in this world will match with your mentality? Whatever you are thinking, whatever your lifestyle, everyone's lifestyle can't be like that. You maybe you like red rose, but the another person sitting beside you, that person can like yellow rose. So stop thinking like that your child is heterosexual. Your child can be anything. Okay, so first of all, ally people, they have to prepare their mentality as well. That not only verbal support I'm talking about, mental support also. And in that way, if they can do that, then only they can include themselves with us, and then our fight, our struggle will be more visible and more strong, and we can fight then like with more power with the like with society. Like in that way we bring like we decriminalized 377 to in 2018. In that way, maybe someday we can bring the social rights for all of us. We can bring the marriage rights and the partner rights and the children rights, everything. In fact, like as a cisgender gay person, I am very much privileged, and all the cisgender people are very much privileged, because we didn't face any kind of discrimination in education, in health problem. But think about the transgender. They are always facing the discrimination in health, education. They didn't get proper education, they didn't get proper health, and they didn't get the proper work also. And we are complaining that some transgender people are begging in the that street and the that near to the crossing and in the train, because they don't have any work. They are not getting the work. They don't have proper education for getting the work. Nowadays, in many states are taking initiatives. They are giving chances. They are bringing the transgender community with the mainstream community. But for that, They need proper education. Where is the proper education? They don't have the proper education. How a transgender person can be a doctor if she doesn't have proper education, or lawyer, or judge, or teacher, or everything? And if that transgender person have these things also, then also the others of this society are putting fingers towards them, judging them so badly, humiliating them. So how this, I mean, so these thoughts should be changed. This thought, first we have to clear our minds. No, I mean, with rules we can make the rules, like we changed 377, we have changed, but what actually changed happened? We all see that, yes, in the Pride month, in June month, all nowadays all the mainstream companies, they are putting rainbow flags and everything becoming rainbow. We queer people are fed up with this rainbow, and we are like vomiting also like rainbow. But this is not, rainbow is not our entity. This is just a flag color actually. So today also I am wearing the rainbow for protesting this thing actually. So we have many problems, many different problems also. So only if you are putting your logo with rainbow, and if you are telling that yes, we are with us, it is not enough. Then show properly that yes, you are with us. How we will show? Change your mentality, change your thoughts. Not only your mentality, change, try to change. Not, you can't change others mentality, but at least try to change. At least try to explain to your children that in your class, that person, you are thinking that person is a girl. She maybe she doesn't believe that she's a girl. Maybe she believes that she's a he. Maybe she believes himself as a boy. So it can be possible. So, and don't judge people like without I mean, just looking of their outside appearance. So I can say that.
So I think this will lead to another thing from your clipping.
You are not audible. Your mic is off, I think.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Okay. So the next question is related to what you said just. And that's horrible actually. But I have to ask you that when in the clipping, I saw that when your father came to know about your sexuality, he actually wanted you to get married to a girl. You know.
Again, your voice is not coming.
Hello, am I audible? Hello.
Yes, you are.
Yes, you. Okay. Can Orgada hear me? Orgada?
I hope no.
Orgada, can you hear me? Okay.
I have problem. Okay, let's see.
Can you hear us, Arpita?
his screen is.
Am I audible?
Yes, you are audible. Can you hear us?
But I can't hear you.
Okay. So you can you rejoin?
Just a minute. Now, please.
Can you hear us?
Okay. I'm rejoining. I think in my mic something problem is happening.
Okay, okay. Orgoda, you are on mute. You are on mute.
Oh, okay. Now I can hear
Can you
you.
hear us now?
Yes.
Okay, so welcome back.
Thank you.
Uh, so I will go with my question, which I was asking you. In the movie clipping, when I was watching them, I saw that your on-screen father, when
Mhm.
after knowing about your sexuality, he wanted you to get married to a girl. There was a
Mhm.
girl when whom he forced you to meet with,
Mhm.
and he wanted you to get married to a girl. I want to share my own experience in two lines. Just a similar case I have heard from a friend. That is when his father came to know about his sexuality. uh, he just forced him to stay with 2 to 3 prostitutes for 1 month, for one straight month, because it made him feel like it will change his sexuality or something like that, or his perspectives towards the women. Uh, so, what will you say about this thing in our society? Like, actually, can you hear me now?
Yes, I can hear you.
Yes. So, what do you want to say about this?
Yes, actually, this you are telling about that is incident. Actually, the same incident happens with a friend of the director of Miss Man also. So he's one of his friend also forcefully getting married by his parents, and then he attempt suicide, and that person died also. So after that, the director got so much shocked and so much disappointed and depressed because that person was really a good friend of him. So and like artists, they protest. They protest with their creativity. So for the director Tathagato Ghosh, he also wrote the script after that as his like protest. So Miss Man is a protest for these people, like who are getting married. Now in this case, there is two I can say that two sides actually. It is not always that people are getting married forcefully. Sometimes they are, the community people, they are marrying intentionally only. Willingfully. They are willingfully also. I saw and I have I know not I have I know many people from this community. Especially, I am talking about the gay people, as they are not coming out, and as they are worrying. as they worried for their sexuality to their family, to the society, they hide themselves and they go to closeted, and they go to closet and they marry another girl, and in this way they spoil the life of that girl, because that girl is innocent, that girl's family is innocent. Okay, so in that way some people of from community are also same like same guilty as those parents are forcefully forcefully taking their children in the marriage institution. So it is not only the fault of the parents, like community people are also equally guilty for this. And sometimes I mean I know some incident this also, that these things, these marriage things happens uh, with the consent of the girl and the girl's family also. They know about that person, they know about the sexuality of that person, then also they are going with the this constitution marriage institution. And mm, but I don't have anything. I mean I don't say anything for them, because it is happening with consent, so it is their personal matter what they are choosing. But without consent, without without sharing the proper truth, when a person going for a marriage with a girl, or one girl is going marriage for a man, so that is kind of like betray, I can say it is a betray, because it is like I don't know how then I don't know how they start or how they do these things, because I think starting or initiating a family or love anything, their trust is the main key. So without trust I don't know how they can do that. So for these people I don't know that how they can stop. Maybe if we just think that maybe if country take proper initiative, if country or our parliament if can make some particular rules for these things, or if social rights will come, then maybe these people they will change their mentality, because when social rights will come, no, so these people who are in closet, they also understand that be if they want to be as themselves, then also they can be happy, then also society will accept them, then the phobia from society it will be gone. We just can we just can keep trust with this, and we can just believe this, that try to believe this, that it will be happen someday. We don't know, we just keep faith.
Yeah, that's the only thing we can do. So I'll be moving to the second last question, which I have to ask you.
Hmm.
That is, you already talked about the allies, but I definitely want to ask you again that in the clippings I saw Ratrishti was playing the role, and when your lover, your on-screen lover, came out to her, and she was also a trans woman then. She told this to you people that if our parents were alive, they would have accepted you just the way you are. That makes them allies, right? So do you really think the allies are actually keeping up the movement we are, going through? The LGBTQ people are going through this movement. So are the allies actually keeping up the movement? Are they actually helping the LGBTQ people? What do you think?
In my experience, I have many allies, because I have only allies, because I have hardly community friends from community, because very less friends I have from the community. Mostly I have allies. And as a teacher, I built allies, I can say, because our mutual friend and your friend, not mine, my friend, she was my student actually. So I don't know. You can know from her that. Now yes, in our country sex education is a very needed. It is a high time where we need sex education. But I don't know that what is the problem of this education system of our country, why they are not initiating this. Maybe they have problem with the term sex, I don't know. So that's why in Bengali they make another term. Once upon a time, when I was a student, when I read in class 8, it has been started, and the name was Jibon Shoili. So I don't know that Jibon Shoili or the English term is lifestyle. So with this name they have been started, but it is not started as the other subject. But nowadays there is scope for some students. I can't say the other student, but the some student, not all students, I can say some students who are taking biology after their boards. And in human reproductive system, these chapters, there are many things about these things. So when I explain to my students, I always sensitize them. I always teach them that how to treat people, how not to judge people, how to show the equality to all the people, to respect all the people. So this way I can say that I built allies, and I got a huge success among this year, because many of my students, I am so proud of them, because when I saw them that they are working in this field, they are also like coming pride with me. They are working with me. My students are supporting me in pride, and they are working with me, and they are working with different NGOs. So it gives me hope that yes, our new generation maybe will, they will bring the changes. So I can say that nowadays allies are coming. Many allies are coming, and they are actually doing a great job. But as I said earlier, that till now, the allies also learn about LGBT people, the psychology of LGBT people. I see that these days the corporate companies like TCS and the other corporate companies, they are opening the windows of queer people. So but the thing is, the people are who are working there, they don't know anything about the psychology. They just know about these things by watching films, by watching web series, or like some web content, all these things. And some YouTube contents with some like YouTubers. But they don't know the actual things, actual education they don't have. So that's why companies are arranging different workshops with queer people. So if these kind of workshops we should arrange in each and every school at least twice in a year, with queer people only. Queer people will go, queer people will meet the children, children will meet the queer people, not only school, colleges, universities. If we do that, then we will get more allies, or the allies we have, they also got to learn the things. We should do these workshops with parents as well, for that parents also can understand that their children can be part of this community. Their children like can be different, and it is completely okay being a different. So these things, if we input these things, then maybe the drastical change we can see in our society, and we can make a better society.
Okay. So I am almost done with my questions actually. I want to ask the viewers if they have any question. I have already written it in. Yeah, you can write it down here. Basudha, I guess. You can write it down here. Until we get questions, Orgoda, I really want to ask you, do you really think the music videos about the queer people, the films about the queer people, the web series about the queer people, are they helping? Like, are they
Yes,
helping?
yes, obviously they are helping, and like I have the experience, because after Miss Man, I saw that Miss Man is running. It is like almost 2.5 years, and it is just a short film. It is not a feature film also, but and for that I am very much thankful to. I mean, it is a good side, though people will be angry on me, that it is a good side of Corona and lockdown, that festivals are happening virtually, and because of that, as it is a virtual festivals, so people can see the movie from anywhere, from the world. So many people saw the movies, and we got many responses, and many positive things happened in between this. Many allies or heterosexual people who didn't know about these things, they got emotional, as you got emotional that by watching that scene where my father is beating me, and the concept, the emotions, they can connected the emotions. Actually, I just want to share one experience of mine. I have a student who just passed class 10 boards exam. What will be his age? 15 plus. So when he saw Miss Man, he called me, and he's telling that, are you like, did you get hurt when your father was beating you? I said, yes, I got hurt, because that acting was actually happening really. Then he said, but sir, that is till now, till that is acting. But think, these things happen with so many queer peoples every day. So I understood that this scene make a great impact on that little boy. And as I am his favorite teacher, he is telling me that I was literally crying when your father was beating you. I couldn't see that my favorite teacher, I mean, somebody is beating my favorite teacher. So I said that time I was not your favorite teacher, I was playing the character. Then he told me that, sir, now I know that 377 is decriminalized. Government should give some quota to the works, government works. Like government give the quotas to SC, ST, and OBC. They should give the quotas from the queer for the queer community also, because like for so many years queer community are not getting any work. So if government give them some chance, some scope, they can take initiatives. I got amused and I got shocked to see that the little boy has so good sense with queer politics. Yes, I personally, I don't support any quota system, but that boy is understanding the emotion, the pain of the queer people, not being a queer person, because I know that boy is not a queer, but he will be a great ally. He can do many things for our community, and this is our next generation, and this is actually giving me hope.
That's so good to hear. We have got few questions,
Yes.
and I would like to ask you. Shubhangi says, Shubhangi asks, how you felt when you realized your orientation for the first time. How did you react and accept it?
As I said, that I didn't felt my orientation suddenly, and nobody felt their orientation suddenly. Everyone, it is a process. It is a changing process. Like a boy or a girl one day become a man and a woman. So it is a continued process. So this is also a process. During puberty, everybody can understand that yes, I have something different than others. So yes, initially it is difficult to fit in this society, the quote unquote stereotypical society. It is it I mean, in my time it was difficult, but nowadays I don't think it is very difficult to the queer people to fit in, because uh, before 2018, the main criteria was of the pride was to show the visibility to the whole society, that queer community is visible, we all are visible. Now, as the 377 decriminalized, people, most of the people, 90% people know that yes, this kind of people are visible. We mean, they have maybe bad impression or good impression, but they know about us, that we are visible, we are present, we have our entity. So that's why nowadays it is not that much difficult also. So it is a changing process, anybody can understand. And sometimes it can come in late also. Like many people, I learned, I got to know many stories for many people, that they understood about their orientation like after many years, when they got old or after marriage. You don't know that when you will understand these things. So but you got to know, and it is a adaptation process. You will be adapted with this way. It is very natural. That's why I'm telling that it is very natural thing.
Okay, so the next question is Vasudha is asking. My question is that I have heard from transgender women that when they were in an inclusive schooling system in their childhood, they were sexually exploited or molested by many teachers in school. Do you think it's a common phenomena? Because one second. Because almost every trans women say that they have faced the sexual molestation till 10th standard.
Yes, actually, I said earlier also that we are very much privileged that we are cisgender, because as a cisgender, I think myself as a man only. That's why I am wearing today t-shirt and jeans. But the problem of transgender is they think themselves the opposite gender, which is expressing at the outside also. And our society, they, for them it is very much weird, very much queer. So that's why society can't accept that. And in the schooling system, college system, students are the bullying students especially. They they i saw i like i mean as a school teacher, I also saw the bullying students, they become a bully because in some cases they also got bullied, maybe by their family, maybe by other bullies. Okay, so bully is not a natural instinct. Bully is made by the people. So this bullying is absolutely common in most of the cases, many transgender people face this bully, but that's why the solution can be the anti-bullying law, which is already applying by the different companies of corporate companies. They are bringing the anti-bullies law. People can't bully anyone. They can't bully. If they will bully, they will be sacked. So this kind of anti-bullying law should be bring from the school, because school is the basic area of every children. So from the basic area, if they understand that this is bully, this is a kind of torture, we should not do that. If they learn these things, then their upbringing will be well, and they will be, I mean, automatically they will become ally. I think so.
Yes. Okay. I will come to Shazia's question at the end because I think the messages
Again,
should go in the end.
yes. Again, please,
Uh,
again tell.
no, I just said that I will take Shazia's question in the end. I'm taking the other two questions. Shreya asks, as you said, gender is fluid and people may realize about their sexuality later. In what way can their partner be supportive if the other partner realizes a change in her sexuality?
Um, actually it varies time to time and with person to person. It depends on the mentality of that partner only. If that partner is supportive, then that partner will support. If his or her partner will change after like after marriage or after many years of the relationship, and if that partner will not supportive, then he or she will not support it, and he or she will like left you. But as an example, I can share one incident that I have heard one story that one woman, Indian woman only, she moved to abroad with her husband after marriage, and her husband was her best friend also. She married with her best friend. After I think 7 or 8 years of marriage, she fall in love with another girl in her college. I mean, where she was doing her PhD. Okay, in the abroad. And when she fall in love, she told that to her husband, and her husband support that. Not only support that, her husband bring them to in India and explain this to their families, and try to make them understand that this is a very practical fact, and help them to get divorce from him and to marry with her partner, that partner. So these also can be, I mean, it happened. So as I said, we always keep faith and we always think positive.
It's so good to hear. It's so good to hear. Okay, so the next question is do you think that the discrimination trans athletes face is justified given their at birth genders puts them at advantage? Can neutral ground ever be achieved about this?
Please again tell. I
Okay, okay. Do you think that the
just just a minute. I am
okay, okay,
facing again audio problem.
okay, definitely.
Yes. Tell.
Can you hear me now?
No, I'm not getting. Yes, tell.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Okay. Do you think that the discrimination trans athletes face is justified given their at birth genders puts them at advantage? Can neutral ground ever be achieved about this?
Okay. About trans athletes. First of all, I want to say that trans athletes are very rare in our in our society. I can say I don't I will not tell that in our country, rather the whole world, trans athletes are very rare. But their birth, I mean, as their you are talking about the birth gender, so that's why I want to say, I mean, I don't know, I have very less idea about sports. So but I can say in my perception that for the trans sports it should be inclusive. There should not be any kind of barrier about the gender for male or for female, like that way. It should be inclusive. You know, like, I don't know how many people know, here in Kolkata, every year we celebrate just after the pride. I mean, pride we celebrate in the month of December, though the pride month is July, but we, as July is the monsoon here, so from 2015 we celebrate pride in December. And just after December, in January or in February, we arrange carnival, rainbow carnival. And every year we arrange a sports for the queer people, and that sports have so many games, and those games are so gender exclusive games. So we should be invented gender neutral games. Not only, we should not depend on cricket or football, this kind of stereotypical games. We should invent the gender neutral games, and that way we can include all the gender in one roof, in under one umbrella. So we already done that in our Kolkata only. We already done that. So in that way, I think these things can be, I mean, it is the solution.
Okay. So the last thing which we have got is Shazia is saying something for them who support Pride but get criticized from others. You know, for supporting the Pride. I guess. Yeah. Something for them. If you have something to say for them.
Yes, yes.
Okay, she says something for them who support Pride but get criticized from others. You know, for supporting them. What do you want to say about them?
Okay. Yes, it is very, very common. I mean, my friends also face these things, and not only they people are going to Pride with their queer friends. Not only them, also, if some people are sharing some good quotes, good pictures, or good memes about these things, they also criticized. And if they are like going for any outing also with the queer people, then also, like, people, whenever people see the pictures of the in the social media with any queer people, they think that these people also may be queer, because he is with a queer people. So it is very common. But I want to say that if you are truly ally, then I was talking about this mentality only. Like, we all, we queer people are always judged by other people, but we don't give them any importance. I mean, for us, we don't have anything. I mean, like, maybe it will be rude, but I can say we don't give them any fuck to, like, anything that whatever you are thinking. And I don't eat of your money, I don't depend on you, so why I will listen of you, that what you are telling about me. And if you are ally, you also think in that way, because if you are truly want to like support your queer friend, if you truly want to enjoy the pride, enjoy the beautiful concept of pride, if you truly celebrate the your equality. Pride is not for, I am telling it every time that pride is not for us only. Pride is for all the people. Your equality. You are also not equal in your own family, your own society. So pride is for you also. So if you want to celebrate that fun, so don't worry about the people's talk, because people will talk. So you shouldn't worry of that.
Okay, so I think we have come to an end. I will just ask about a last thing which I have to definitely ask. There are kids who are trying to come out, who are trying to identify their identity at this age. You know, they are kids and they are frightened about the society and everything, you know, because our society is not at all safe to come out. So, what do you want to say to them? What should be your little massive message to them, you know, about coming out and everything?
I can say that don't force yourself for coming out, but don't hide yourself also under the society's stereotypes. Be yourself, love yourself, and always respect the others, whatever they are. Don't like don't what can I say, don't be rude with anyone. So if people will see that you are a kind hearted and a good human, then they will accept their sexuality as well. You then you will see that no need to come out in that way. So it will be like, it will be happen like very easily.
Okay, so our question answer thing comes to an end, and I would like to present the trailer of the Miss Man here now. Monish, will you please do it? Monish is the club president of Rotary Club of Calcutta
Yes,
Magistrates.
yes, yes.
Yes, Monish, please present the trailer.
Just a minute.
Yeah. For all of you, you should, you know, watch the trailer definitely.
Is Annabelle?
তোমার মায়ের খুব প্রিয় ছিল। বাবা আমি
Monish, present
তোমার বাবা
হয়নি।
তো
আচ্ছা আচ্ছা, হ্যাঁ হ্যাঁ হ্যাঁ, ঠিক আছে, ফাইন ফাইন।
আমাকে কোনোদিন
সাউন্ড আসছে?
আর তুমি
ইয়েস ইয়েস।
শাড়ি পরলেই তো আর মেয়ে হওয়া যায় না। পাড়ার নাটক। সেদিন ট্রেনে তুমি
অফিস আসছিলাম, নাইট ডিউটি।
তুমি অফিস যাও?
কেন, বিশ্বাস হচ্ছে না?
শুধু আমি আমি করে বেড়াও, আমি কে তা বলো না।
কলকাতায় কদিন থাকো, মুখে ফুলছুরি ফুটবে।
জানো, মাঝে মাঝে নারীদের প্রতিও আকর্ষণ বোধ করি। জানি না একজন পুরুষ হিসেবে না নারী হিসেবে। তাহলে এবার থেকে ছক্কা বলি নাকি?
কোথায় ছিল ওরা? কতক্ষণ ধরে বসে আছে? প্রমোদ আর ওনার বোন বিথি। সামনের কার্তিক মাসে তোমার লগ্ন আছে।
বাবা আমি
যাও, ভালো একটা জামা পরে এসো।
Is Orgoda here?
Yes.
Uh, every time I see the trailer, I just feel goosebumps. And you can see the chat box. People are, yeah.
Yes, but now it is now the movie is available also.
Yes, yes, we have provided them with the link in the
Yes,
chat
people
box.
can
Yes,
see the movie. Just you, if you can, I mean, share the link. I
yes,
mean,
I have shared the link. I definitely
okay,
yes.
okay. It
Srishti
is
again.
available in a
Yes,
OTT platform, Movie Sense. In Movie Sense, everyone can see the movie.
definitely. I have already shared it, and I will further share it with anyone who wants to see it. Can text me or something. So yeah, here the Anuradha, can you hear me?
Yes, yes, I can hear
Okay.
you.
Here the session comes to an end. What a wonderful session it was.
Yes,
What a
I also
wonderful.
very much enjoyed, and I liked all the questions you asked, and thank you for giving me this opportunity, because in this way, how I mean, how we will talk. I mean, as much we will talk, as much people will know new things, and as much people will sensitize, and. I mean, that's why I didn't think when you asked me. I just told you yes, I will do that, because with this I can connect so many people here, and I think I can spread a little bit of positive vibes with everyone.
Thank you so much, Arghudha. Thank you so much for today's evening. On behalf of Rotary Club of Calcutta Majestic, I heartfully thank you. And so the session comes to an end. Thanks to all the participants, because all of you were wonderful to be here, and your questions were amazing, and your thoughts on LGBTQ on the very beginning, they were amazing too. Few I got, and they were amazing. So I think the feedback form has been given here by RTO Shaunavi Banerjee, and you should fill up the form, everyone present in the session. And I guess thank you.
Thank you, Arkuda. I'm Sharnali, Rotractor Sharnali Banerjee, Secretary Events of Rotary Club of Calcutta Majestic. And thank you so much. Very, very happy to hear from you, and absolutely mesmerized session it was. Thank you so much.
Thanks to all of you. Thanks to all of you.
I request all the participants to kindly fill up the form before signing out of the meet. It's important for your certificates. Thank you.
Participants, please fill the feedback form ASAP.
Okay, so those have submitted the form. Once you have submitted the form, you are free to leave the meet. So